Afternoon, guys. I hope you're all well. Welcome to this video reaction, a little bit later than normal, of our first signing of the season, Timo Werner. Obviously, I've taken a little bit of time in doing this because I've wanted to hold back a little bit on my my initial thoughts. Obviously, many videos, many streams have been done already since the announcement of Timo signing for an extension and signing of a loan, which will bring it up to next year. Very divisive views on his arrival, I have to say. But so, the reaction of many have been, he's a loan signing. He's only going to be part of the squad, or he's, some feel he's going to be part of the, this backup. Others are saying, how can he be a backup? He's on 160,000-70,000 pounds a week, the third highest earner in our squad. Third highest. So, which brings me to think that he's not so much going to be a backup. He's going to be very much at the first 11, I feel. We wouldn't sign somebody on ridiculous amount of money if he's going to be on par to our highest earners. He's going to be very much part of that team once he gets fully fit. And that's another thing. He's out for a little while. Some say he's got a little tear on his hamstring, which could be up to 3 months before we see him playing again. I'm going to hold, reserve. I'm going to reserve thoughts on that one till I find out a bit more as to how close he is to returning back to football. But you know what, me personally, guys, it's left me a bit underwhelmed. I'm not going to lie with you. Perhaps it could have been announced further down the line once we have made 2 or 3 serious signings, and then you might have thrown in Werner in there as part of that squad reaction, or sort of part of that squad rotate. Then maybe it might have been a different thought process going into it. Having said that, to announce him as a first signing, albeit again is a loan signing, it's set the tone for me. The fact that we have a very split fan base on this signing, I honestly thought that with the injuries and stuff like that, with the injury, we might have been put off from signing, and that's what I was hoping for personally. But the fact that we set the tone in signing him and announcing him first, and you're thinking, this is the team that's meant to be going into Ange's second season. He's got to close that gap of those who are ahead of us. Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa. Those 4 teams right now finished ahead of us. That's the teams that we've got to close the gap on. 3 of them at least. I know Man City are above it all. Arsenal are a very good, disappointing end of the season. Obviously, finishing runners-up when they were hoping to win the top. But nonetheless, those 2 teams are ahead of us by a country mile. Liverpool will be, even with a new manager, Arne Slot, they've still got a really solid base, and maybe a change of manager will galvanise that. And Liverpool have that DNA where, in Europe they normally do very well. In the league they will do well. They will bring in some signings. They're not a team that shy away from bringing the players that are required and spending the money for those players that are required. If they need 1 or 2, they'll spend the whole budget. Things like they're very serious when it comes to things like that. Like I said, in Europe, as the DNA is there, so they will be, or maybe not be title challengers on a slot in the first season, but they will be in that mold. They will be for sure. I still see them in the top 4 for next season, and then you've got all the other teams that need to play catch up. Chelsea, who are yet to, see what happens with them this summer. But they've got a really good base of players that can do a lot better than what they did this season. No 2 ways about that. I think with the 2-3 quality signings, I think they will be on their way. And, Man United, again, we wait to see who their new manager is, but they will look to do a bit of business. So next season, Newcastle and so forth, next season we will have more competition for those places that we aspire to. So when we start that process of the next, Ange's second season, and we announce Timo first, it just, for me, it's very, very flat. That's how I've taken it, and my mindset from yesterday to when they announced it today hasn't changed. You know, I just don't see how we can improve on this season. We're signing players like Timo. Of course, we've got the whole summer to still, hasn't transfer window hasn't even opened yet officially, and we may make the 3 or 4 signings. Who knows? I don't know what signings that we're going to make further down the line, and we can for sure, guys. We can revisit this. No two ways about that. But this signing for me is a very, very poor signing based on what I saw from him in the few months that he's been here. The fact that Chelsea got rid, Leipzig are trying to get rid, even on loan they tried to get rid. And here we are signing him. I just don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know. I don't know if this is is this really the best we can do in a front three on the left-hand side where he's going to be playing, where he's going to have to be providing assists and goals galore. He's got to be hitting 15 goals a season. 10, 15 goals a season from the position he plays, assisting. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know if if he can provide that. And if, it's where are the signs that he can deliver that amount of goals and assists? Where are the signs in the previous seasons that he's had to show me that he can actually do it? I don't know what we've seen in him. I don't know why we've signed him. People saying to me there's a cheaper option. Guys, the whole thing, you see the year loan plus the wages that he's on, between 10 to 15 million. That's not cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap for a season deal, for a season loan. I feel that we should have explored all other options first before doing this deal, or very least put it on ice and maybe announce it further down the line should better deals not have come along. I'm left very, 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 very underwhelmed with this signing. It's the fact that the amount that we all get, I know you, me, we all getting texts from Chelsea fans, United fans, Arsenal fans, bantering us over this signing. There must be a reason for that, guys. Why they're bantering us as much as they are for signing this guy. There must be a reason. But yet we are divided, man. We are divided in, I was reading under the Spurs official web, official socials, some of the comments, a lot of people were very happy with the signings. Others not, it's a very split down the line. We can't agree, we can't be happy. All of us unanimously cannot be happy with my signing. And if we was going to divide anyone, Timo is definitely the one. So I'm left underwhelmed. I'm not going into town, I'm not going to town. I'm not happy with it. I'm very underwhelmed. I will say that. But I just don't know with this one. I just don't know. I just don't see how we can improve on last season if we're going to make signings as this one here. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.